Hi class, this is the overview for the 1-1 discussion, Emotional Intelligence. And you might be wondering, well, what is emotional intelligence, or EI? And when thinking of emotional intelligence, think of how you understand and respond to emotions in yourself and the people around you. So emotional intelligence requires these 4 things: identifying emotions, understanding emotions, using emotions, and regulating emotions. So if you can imagine walking into a room full of people, your ability to identify emotions, understand emotions, and regulate your own personal emotions while expressing yourself is part of emotional intelligence. And it's also considered like having the ability to read the room, so to speak. You may have also heard of emotional intelligence referred to as a soft skill, which it is. It's a non-technical skill, and it's similar to like teamwork, professionalism, communication, being adaptable. Those are all soft skills. And those are things, right? So you go to college and you learn a lot of hard skills. Say you're a computer science major. All of those hard technical skills that you've learned certainly are substantiated by the degree that you receive and that you've earned at the end of your education. So you go to apply for a job as a computer programmer. These hard skills get you there. And possibly some of your soft skills, right? If you had the network to get you the job interview. But your ability to have emotional intelligence during the interviewing process is what might help you land that job. And it is something that might help the longevity of your career as well. So for this discussion, we're sharing a lot about ourselves this week. We're introducing ourselves, sharing who we are, what majors we are pursuing, what our interests are, where we live, everything like that. But you're also going to share your emotional intelligence test results. And so you first want to visit page 1.8 of the course web text. So when you get to the web text, you're going to go to Contents, right? And then you go straight to the page. It's right there. Your emotional intelligence self-assessment. And so you'll begin, and it'll ask you a bunch of questions. When you finish your self-assessment, it's going to show you how you scored in 5 domains of emotional intelligence: self-awareness, ethical judgment, self-regulation, empathy, and social awareness and conflict resolution. So you're going to share with us what domains you scored highest in and reflect on these scores and share, were any of these domains surprising to you? Was it surprising that you scored higher in one domain and lower in the other domain? And then you're going to share, how can emotional intelligence help you overcome life challenges and achieve your goals? And for this part of your initial post, this is an opportunity for you to include a credible source to help support your writing. So throughout the entire term, every discussion, every initial post for your discussion, as well as your follow-up response posts, I will be looking for you to include credible sources to support your writing. You will then be asked to relate emotional intelligence to the other programmatic course themes for Sci 108. And the themes are self-care, which is taking time for personal reflection and developing skills to improve your well-being. And some people refer to self-care as like me time, right? You're taking care of yourself and making sure you're mentally recalibrated, you're de-stressing, you're taking time out to reflect on how you can improve and grow So self-care can be a variety of things, all right? How does it relate to social justice, right? So understanding everyone deserves the same rights and access to opportunities, and how you apply your knowledge of psychology to empathetically understand others in the world. How does it relate to career connections? How you're building professional relationships by applying your understanding of human behavior. And how does it relate to ethics, right? In ethics, right, we have a lot of ethical guidelines in psychology. It's a science. But we also have our personal values and morals that we follow. Those are also forms of ethics. And part of this course, right, we're attributing credible sources to help support our writing. So we're showing ethics through the proper application of citation methods throughout the entire course. But how does emotional intelligence relate to ethics, right? It could be something that you want to write about. Now, in your follow-up response posts, you'll notice that in most discussions, response posts are going to ask you to post an article, video, or visual that reinforces a peer's idea or challenges them to see their point from a different perspective. So we're using sources to reinforce or challenge our peers' ideas. So the sources do help to advance the discussion, but what I would like for you to do is not just share a source. Just say, hey, I found this video on the topic, or I found this article that supports what you're saying. Ask questions, right? I think questioning our peers helps promote engagement in the course discussion. But when you're attributing a source, use proper APA guidelines to reference them. I've included here some examples of how you can cite or reference electronic sources, a variety of electronic sources. So you also have, YouTube videos. We can do, websites. If you're using websites, again, domains of edu, .gov, .org. Scholarly articles are given. You can also cite podcasts or photographs or images from the internet. And you're also going to, share your own personal experiences on the topic. If you feel safe to, if you feel that you want to. But I'm looking more for a discussion where you post and then you return to it multiple times throughout the week. I don't really enjoy reading submissions where students will post their initial post and then their 2 follow-up response posts on the same day. That is just not an engaging discussion experience for the course. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to post those in the General Questions Discussion Forum, and I'll be quick to answer those and respond to them. Your peers may also respond to those as well, and that's permissible. So if you have any questions, post them there, and I hope you have a great day.